Hey guys, it is.
Hey guys, it's Nudge.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, it's Vit.
Hi, it's Alex.
And today we're here with the season finale of Legacies.
Oh my god.
We're collapsing, so.
The fake season finale. It's technically not a real season finale because the CW robbed us of 4 episodes and we have to wait 112 days now for this.
Well, I'll just get days.
But every 4th episode is a Handon cliffhanger.
It's just what we deserve.
Okay. First things first. I fucking called it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I told you guys.
No, because it doesn't make no sense.
So I told you, I said this. And what's even funnier is that this was literally my story, my Malivore story, before season 3 even came out.
We haven't seen Landon since 304.
Well,
Yes.
technically, we just landed since it's the real season 2 finale.
We haven't seen the real Landon since 304.
I hate my life.
I just want him back. Can we just have him back?
Yes.
Yo, it sucks because literally earlier today I said we have all these Landons. And this is just another Landon.
No, we did say
Not
that.
even
We
a
said
Landon.
those spaces. We said we had all of these lines, and we've been we predicted Landon like way back before season 3 started. We knew it was going to happen.
I didn't think we were going to get. I thought what happened in episode 4 was the closest we were going to get. I didn't think they were going to bring it back. Cause I was like, it had to be something Malivore. It had to be.
We get clowned twice.
Oh, and we knew this Landon isn't Landon line for like, 2 months now. And we've been sitting on it trying to figure out what the fuck it meant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
And then this is what it.
So Hunter Landon wasn't even Landon.
It was Malivore.
It was Malivore.
Which means, I'm going to say this before, Hope and Landon never broke up.
Yeah,
No.
Hope Landon never broke up. But you
Not
know what
even
I think? But he's in Landon's body. So it's Landon's body. So I'm wondering if, in my story, what I had was it was mostly Malivore, but Landon could peek through every once in a while, so he came through. And I'm wondering if Malivore allowed Landon to come through at some point for certain things.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it depends, cause like if he's in Landon's body, does that mean that Landon don't technically know how to fight, something like that? And this is all
Landon would
Malivore?
just be basically stuck in his own mind. Landon's not in Malivore because Malivore is possessing his body. So Landon,
He's in his own subconscious. I swear,
like
if we got robbed of seeing Landon going through like all of his own memories or something, I'm gonna be so.
But how many times have my stories come into the shows now since in season 3?
This is getting out of hand.
So we have been simping over Malivore all this time. It's just embarrassing.
But
This
Can
was
you
such a
believe it?
good episode. I really enjoyed this episode.
this was
Yeah,
a
me
really,
too. It was so good.
it was a really, the way that it opened up with the song and with with Landon and Cleo, like that was so good.
Wait, so the scene between Cleo and Landon in the motel where he had those flashbacks.
It was for Malivore's
It
benefit.
was Malivore seeing how he
No,
gets destroyed with
but-
Hope and Landon together.
Their love is what destroys him.
Yeah.
Okay, but
told
that's
you.
what I
There's a
mean.
destroyer of love. No,
That's what I
because
mean.
shut the
Is I
fuck
think
up.
I think that parts of Landon still come through because there's certain times, and that would explain why that monster came out, because he sent the monster out that destroyed the artifact, and why he gave, because Landon never would have given the artifact to the monster,
Mm-hmm.
and then it got destroyed because he didn't want Cleo in the artifact. He wanted Cleo for himself.
I'm losing it, y'all.
Because he needed the inspiration. That's why he's been trying to get Cleo this whole time. And Iz is gone again. Iz, are you... Don't make me edit you.
I'm just,
I am done. done with this. Like, you
great-
literally
that's what-
scared me with how much
remember-
stuff you predict.
How much I predict?
Yeah, no, the person behind you. Yes, you.
Wait, there's someone behind me?
Robyn, please. But we wouldn't know.
I swear I'm not a writer. I
The
swear.
greatest
Yes, you are.
destroyer is
Oh,
love.
Love.
The greatest destroyer of all is love. And
Yes.
Malivore knows that Hope and Landon's love is what would destroy him. Even Clark knew it.
No,
Clark
Clark
is like the
Off
biggest
the
Handon
biggest
star.
Handon
Can we
stand.
talk about that?
is the
And
Handon
Clark is the
shipper.
biggest Handon stand.
He literally number one. And he tried to be brothers with Landon. Like,
Okay, we're like jumping all over the place, but I feel like this is our heads right now.
I'm still processing this. So like this episode is gonna definitely be me not understanding. So I'm like, because when Malivore technically out of Landon, will Landon still have the abilities to fight and stuff like that? Because like, how long has he been in Landon?
That's well, see, he's been in Landon since he found a way out of the prison world when Hope opened up that rift with the twins.
Yeah.
I knew it because once the Necromancer came out, I knew Malivore couldn't be doing it by himself.
So like,
Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
my brain is just an overload right now.
No, because like,
Twitter won't even let me send a tweet, the greatest destroyer is love, because I've already said it.
Really?
Yes.
no, I just
That was why
can't.
that article, do you remember that article came out and it was like, oh, the prophecy was still in play or whatever, because we thought the prophecy was over after Landon melted. But it's not, because the end of the prophecy hasn't happened yet. That's why they've been so like, and that would explain why Landon didn't want Hope touching him because of the blood.
Yeah. My God, so Landon isn't toxic. Oh my God.
So Hope isn't, no, because he's been, Malivore's been connected to Landon since the prison world. He's the one, because think about it. Hope isn't, no, but think about it. Hope is not toxic to Landon.
I need my
Malivore had to find out if Hope was toxic to Landon. So he let Hope and Landon go through the portal to go back to the real world where they slept together, because if he was toxic or she was toxic to him, he would have melted like right away. That whole like cuddling scene afterwards wouldn't have happened.
Wait, so
It was still Landon. That was still Landon, but Malivore literally called him back because he was connected to him. The same way he's connected to the monsters.
So Landon.
The opening.
So was Landon? So who was the one that gave Hope that necklace?
Landon.
So we lost that scene too.
No, but he must have taken the necklace from Landon.
So none of these scenes this whole season.
Well, no, but
We didn't get anything for him.
We didn't get nothing for real
that's
Landon.
why I'm kind of wondering because she used a locator spell in order to find Landon. Remember, she said she had the map and she was trying to find him to make sure that it was really him. I think that Malivore lets Landon come through in some ways, but he's still controlling him. The same way he controls the monsters to go after their objective.
I'm just.
Because remember when Clark was out and Clark had to eat monsters to keep himself stable? That was still Clark, but Malivore was still controlling him. It's the same way with Landon.
So basically, my message for this whole season was none of this was real Landon.
Well, the Gollum Landon stuff we can still claim as Handon because that was still Landon. That was Hope's Landon. That was real Landon.
Okay,
but I think that they did that.
The first 4 episodes were him.
Yeah, but I think that they did Gollum Landon because they wanted to showcase the huge difference between real Landon and Landon. And we thought that it was his trauma from the prison world. But really it was because Landon took over, which we've been figuring this would happen. Like, that's why the whole prove it line didn't come in, because that prove it line's going to come in the next 4 episodes. Because those are technically supposed to be season 3 episodes. Because he's going to come back And she's gonna be like Landon, and he's gonna or whatever, and he'll be like in the flesh, and she'll be like, prove it, and then she's gonna fucking die.
Why would you say she's going to die?
And that sentence or that paragraph was just all over the fucking place for a second. How'd you go from them having
to death
to both being like,
it's
I mean, well,
it is, you know how my brain works.
no season finale gonna be her day.
But it's the season finale because 320 is supposed to be the season finale. So we're gonna get Handon back, and then as soon as we get Handon back, that's when they get ripped apart again.
Yeah, because they always do that. I'm so
Yeah.
tired. Oh my god.
At least when she died, we can just continue on the season.
Well, I bet you her death was gonna be. Well, yeah, that's true. We can just continue because we'll get 405 like afterwards. But her death would have been 320, or at least Landon's Phoenix powers coming back and her death.
Yeah. Oh my
I don't
god.
think she's gonna die.
So wait, how would this whole thing work with Hope and Landon, like the greatest destroyer of all is love? How would that work?
I think both together.
Will Hope still have to die?
Not necessarily. I don't necessarily know.
I don't think she can.
Okay, but do you remember me saying, like a few episodes ago, I said if I was Malivore, what I would do would be to split up Hope and Landon because they are stronger together than they are apart. I fucking called that too. Seriously.
And he dumped as soon as he came in the crib, so.
Can I just write for the goddamn show already?
At this point, I think
if anybody is watching, consider it.
Guys, yeah, writers, Brett, anyone, if you guys
pretty much wrote it, and she really pretty much wrote this. Like, she didn't write some stuff.
I appreciate, you just, can I just come on set? Can I get an interview with Daria? I mean, like anything.
Yeah.
I'll accept that as payment, if we can get Daria on the podcast and have a conversation with them, go to set, something like that. I mean,
something,
I'm down, you don't have to pay me, I'll write for you free if you can let me come to set.
Fly us out, y'all.
With my Handon Weekly gang. Because we're a package.
Yeah. I'm just
You're gonna make a Zoom call right there.
Yeah.
The only good news is Handon is not broken up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Handon didn't break up.
Handon didn't break up, and we got confirmation that this bitch is our soulmates. Like, we already knew that.
Everybody this whole episode has said Handon rights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And even Hope, and you could tell even Hope wasn't wanting to get, as soon as she thought maybe that there was an answer, she was fucking speeding through that. She left.
She left she literally worked with somebody that was Clark.
She was just like, I don't fucking care if you have a seatbelt on. I'm speeding through this bitch, and if you die, you die.
So she literally said, I'm about to fly this bitch. She literally broke.
Can we talk about the fact that she healed Clark's neck and then took him to the hospital?
But she didn't actually, but she like cauterized it. She didn't actually like fully heal it.
I don't know. What I just thought in my head is like all over the place.
She cauterized it to stop the bleeding, but he still had the wounds.
Malivore really was trying to kill his son. He said,
I kept thinking, like, just shove your hand in his mouth and let him taste the blood so we can find out if Landon is toxic or Hope is toxic or not.
Right. I was like, he gonna take a chance. I was like, take a chance first. Yeah. And he was like, no.
Come on.
I said, so Clark will still be here?
Come on. Like, just, you know what? He's expensive.
So Landon just, my Landon really just swooped Cleo up.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, let's go back because I know we're all over the place. Before we found out that Landon was Mal and Landon with the whole, like, Cleo and Landon, and he used that whole, do you trust me or you have to trust me line, and I was just like, no, that's a Handon thing. Okay.
Yeah, like, no, when he said that, he was talking about trust, I was like, excuse me? No, but then I started to realize something was up because, like, he was really determined. He was asking too many questions.
And he was like so violent.
He was violent. Landon would not be this violent over just somebody doing his job.
That first scene with him beating up the security guard, you knew right away that wasn't Landon.
I was in a car going home like, huh? Why would Landon just beat this man up for no reason? I'm like, he could have just
He wouldn't do that. He's not. That's not Landon.
Mm.
And
I
how,
thought it was just trauma. And
Yeah.
let him to people.
I mean, we just wanted it to be because we wanted him to have to deal with his trauma because it's like
Yeah.
this foster kid who's never actually dealt with this trauma.
So now these badass scenes of Landon are just.
They're Landon.
I
But
think that makes sense because my Landon was kicking butt in the prison world.
but the thing is
God,
if Malivore wouldn't be able to use these things if Landon didn't have them himself. So like, does Landon still have powers? Malivore
he
has
has to have strength. He has to have strength because once again he beat Necromancer up.
That was actual Landon who did that.
Yeah. So like Landon has hands.
Yeah.
I don't know about anything else though. I'm just at this point I'm just so drained because this whole season was literally not Landon.
Well, I mean, we can't even really say that though because like
we're
technically missing 4 episodes, which could have given us the explanation of like where I thought that when Landon was in the cage at the end that was actually
the real him.
I thought it was Malivore holding Landon hostage.
I thought it was Cleo. I thought it was Cleo going into the walking around, and that was Landon. And then I was like, "Oh, Landon, sleep, prison." And then you see open and walking.
When Cleo headed towards the light, I was like, I swear to God, if it's the goddamn ice cream shot him.
Yeah, I literally say, "Oh, it's ending with real Landon." No, it's literally her walking. It's literally my Landon.
That Cleo probably will come upon real Landon, and she'll just be like, "Oh, Landon Kirby," and he'll just be like, "Who are you?"
Oh my God.
So we will have a Cleo and Landon team up, but the real Landon and Cleo team up only in Malivore.
But I think Landon isn't in Malivore.
But he could have. But if he escaped to the prison world and Malivore caught him, because remember the Necromancer was in the prison world and then he was in Malivore, and then he was in the real world. So Malivore could have caught up with Landon in the prison world, grabbed the necklace, and then taken Landon again. Because remember, the Necromancer's dead body was in the prison world when Hope and Gollum Landon went there.
Yeah. You know what? At this point, we really have to wait until October to get these series.
We have to wait 112 days, and we were supposed to get these episodes. Like, we weren't even supposed to be waiting for these.
Oh my God, CW, if you listen to this, fuck you on everything. So say fuck you, bro. Like, fuck it. Like, truly, I don't care no more. Like, at this point, I'm done. I don't care. Okay.
And we didn't get our Caleb and Cleo confession.
Yeah.
Which was so cute the way that Caleb actually like was talking to MG about Cleo. And I mean the fact that they stopped. Okay, did anyone else get reminded of Men in Black with the sunglasses and with
the compulsion? Yeah.
It was very Men in Black like, where except they're like, but they didn't have, what is that thing called, the neuralizer or whatever?
Yeah, they didn't have that. They just had to compel them.
Yeah, so they just compelled him, but it was like them kind of making fun of Men in Black, but with the neuralizer. And I thought that was, I don't know, funny.
I thought it was funny too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this episode, they really sat there and had MG and Caleb really kind of just not do they didn't have them do what they were supposed to do. Like, they had a car accident, they helped the car accident, then they forgot Cleo.
Yeah.
Pretty much they came to the thing too late.
I mean, really,
I was mad about
the whole Caleb and MG thing was really just to reiterate the fact that Landon wasn't Landon. Like, that was literally what their plot was that Cleo would disappear and they would forget who she is. Yeah. Otherwise, there really was no meaning to their story.
Yeah, I mean, but so pretty much, yeah, like so when it comes to Landon, like, was that what he was looking for when it came to getting inspiration? Like, what was the inspiration he needed?
I think what he was looking for was inspiration on how to get what he wanted, which was basically to have his vessel have his powers, be able to create whatever it is that he needs. Like, we know his goal now is to create a superior species.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't like this whole thing with Milo
You were
Landon.
shook. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just still
I
trying to
didn't.
process it.
I wasn't waiting for this twist like at
So it's
all.
so and it makes more sense because Milo Landon didn't even care that Hope was there. Like what? I
Yeah.
was like,
He
he's on
wasn't
some. I
after
don't.
her.
He said Hope is.
Just so
Yeah. I
many
don't need her.
He said I don't need her. It's over. I accepted it. I'm like, you didn't even get over a 2-year crush on her. Bye.
Yeah. And once she left the room, he wasn't going after her. I was like, yeah.
Right? Yeah. I was like, it's her. I was like, yeah. Take a certain one. Oh my god. Let's just figure out jealous Hope. I mean,
Oh fuck, jealous Hope. That
She
was
said-
like, and then when Cleo went after her, and then she was just like, you know, I still love him, but I want him to be happy, and it was just like,
No,
oh my
because-
god,
no.
Hope.
I was like, too bad that's not even really him, boo.
And now she knows, and she's like, "Oh, fuck that! Let's get my man back."
Yeah, now she knows.
No, she's like, get my man on overdrive. No, but that ending really played me. I thought that it was actually inside my brain. I was like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, is that them getting Landon? No, it's literally Landon, Mount Landon.
There's just so much to unpack with this episode, and we just keep jumping all over the place.
We're truly sorry. Like I've never been so speechless.
I know.
I've never been so speechless in my life.
I
I don't even think.
Okay,
Like it's not Landon. I didn't think it was gonna get my lips.
Hope and the twins at the gas station, and you could just see the wheels clicking in Hope's head, where she's just like she knows that she had to work with Clark because he would actually have the answers, whereas the twins didn't. And it was just like the way that you could just see her, you just knew she was gonna steal the car.
Yeah, because it was like, you know, don't work with Clark, and then once it ended in her face, she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna work with Clark. I said, girl, we know you're gonna get in that car and hop off.
Okay, we all knew that. How did Josie not notice Hope's come on. You just left Hope at the car thinking that she wasn't gonna take the car and leave.
She pulled off.
You know what actually made me laugh was when she used the mimic spell or whatever it was on Clark again. He goes, "Not with this damn spell." That was like the third time.
And he knew he was human, and he didn't tell her. And then they're like in the middle of nowhere, and she's like joking with him, and I was just like, okay, that is the most you've been. Like, it was almost like as soon as she saw Clark, it was like she saw a way to save her and Landon, or saw a way to save Landon, and then all of a sudden her entire mood changed. Did you notice that? Like, her entire mood for the last episode, the last 2 episodes, she was just very like sassy and snappy, and even when before they saw Clark, and then when she was talking to Josie in the car, and you could see how just like kind of angry she was, and then all of a sudden her and Clark drive to this like open, or this clearing, and she's making jokes, and it's just like, okay, wait a second, like now all of a sudden, because you think that maybe you have a way of saving Landon.
Oh, she did actually make jokes.
Like, she literally, did you guys not notice how her mood changed?
Yeah. I was like, she making jokes?
Yeah.
I was okay.
Like it was just, it was funny to me. It was just.
And then she came. Then she kicked that door down, and her face went to.
Okay, when Landon and Cleo were doing that spell, and the mud didn't move, and I was just like, yeah, because Malivore's standing in front of you.
Okay, true that. I mean, true that. Because like, I was like, okay, why are they moving? They're not moving. I just want to know if that's Landon. Like, oh my god.
But like,
I'm so mad right now.
It's still gotta be okay. Did she use his blood?
Oh,
Do the tracking spell in 3?
I don't think.
Or would she just use like one of his personal belongings? Probably just one of his personal belongings. Yeah, but like, okay. Oh, wait.
Please.
What's going on?
Listen, Cleo has a vial of Hope's blood in her pocket.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to go down again.
Yeah. She pulled it out.
She
in
did
Malivore.
what?
She's in Malivore with a vial of Hope's blood.
My question is, did Malivore take it from her before he consumed her? Because he did see it.
Oh yeah.
He
Right,
did see it,
but
but I don't think it's.
but did
Was
he?
he like, was he smart enough to take it before
I don't think he was smart
consumed
because
her?
I don't think he was smart enough because it was in a moment thing. Like
I think that
once she said no,
I think that he was panicked because he wanted to like just
he
get
wanted
her there, right?
he wanted
That's true. He was kind of
what-
like all over the place.
Yeah.
he wanted to bounce. So I don't think he had the time for that. And plus, he would have to search for her and how they came fast. It like he just consumed her. So I don't think he had time to
Okay.
look for it and dump it out.
But that also means that he has Hope's hair.
Yeah. So we was trying to figure out why she was toxic to him. Like, what was he
the
trying to do then?
So he was the one that took Gollum Landon's hair and Hope's hair. But why?
Because maybe he's trying to figure out why is another Landon if he's technically in Landon then.
So maybe he's trying to figure out if Hope actually is toxic to Landon.
Or maybe he used Gollum Landon to figure out that Cleo was there maybe. Wait, because he already knew Cleo was there?
Yeah.
So maybe
Watch
he
it so that he's gonna
Right.
make like a Hope and Landon like clone together.
See, I did say after they took the hair that they were gonna make a Hope clone.
Yeah, like I thought we would make the bro.
It could
Superior
be.
species.
Maybe he realized they both put them
Oh
together.
my god, that's the thing is he wants to make the superior species, and he literally saw visions of Hope and Landon together and their love would create a superior species.
Yes.
And he has Landon's DNA because he's in Landon's body, and now he has Hope's DNA because he has Hope's hair.
And now technically the blood if he wants, spit it out.
And technically the blood. But if Cleo comes across Landon in the prison world or in Malivore, and she has Hope's blood in her pocket, and we know that Cleo is there for the finale because she was still filming today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna get out somehow. And remember when Ben took over and he was just like, oh, 2 people that I can't show, and we totally know it was Danielle and Aria. And Amino was with him, but they showed her, which, I mean, if she's in Malivore and they showed her, isn't that kind of like they didn't even think about that as a spoiler. But anyways, it was totally Danielle and Aria that was there, which means that Danielle, Aria, and Amino were filming together.
Yeah. You hope to get them inside Malivore?
Or I'm thinking that if Cleo comes up with Landon, but and Landon says, oh, Hope's blood is what is like toxic, or like what is how she got out. What if they use Hope's blood in order to get out into the real world together?
Yo.
Crickets?
Wait, we're all speechless after that. Yep.
Yeah,
I
want to see that every time we get crickets after Robyn says something, it's because
I'm just like I'm trying to process like the fact that this wasn't even Landon though,
It's also a good way for Cleo to find out if Landon is toxic or if Hope is toxic to Landon. Because they brought it up again today, except for with Clark. And Cleo just happens to be carrying a vial of Hope's blood around. So, like, it's gonna come up. Why are they keeping these 4 episodes from us? What the fuck am I gonna do until October?
No, because I just like you're like at least you have a common thought. I'm really speechless.
I know. I'm gonna see you.
I'm
Yes,
hurt.
I know, but you know what I mean. You know. Okay. You know what? You forgot my name today.
Oh.
Oh, that's
It is
why I
true.
go out. Sorry.
Alex
Really
was there.
sweaty.
I was there. I was a witness. It was
exactly.
true.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Alex is fine.
No, I don't know, y'all. We have to wait till October.
The way this, I know we have to wait until October. 112 days. Start the countdown, please.
Start the
For 11
countdown.
days, 22 hours, and some sort of minutes. He did post it today.
Oh,
Oh,
did
he did.
Did you already?
He just
Yeah.
posted it, so
We love you, Fur.
I changed my
Oh
name.
yes.
I changed my name that it says the days
Ah.
until Robyn, and then the days until the premiere.
See, I had a countdown for Lucifer 5B, so now I gotta have a countdown for Legacies season 4.
can we talk about how clown we look? We look like Handon reunion.
We literally were tweeting the reunion the whole day.
Let me go ahead and delete all of them.
Hey, you know what? Handon reunion still works because we're still gonna fucking get it.
Yeah, like I mean at this point.
Okay, but
At this point.
really.
Okay. Wait. Tangent. So was that scene of them fighting? Was that real Landon? Because they was arguing, and he was saying he was trying to protect her. So
See, that's what I mean. Is I think that there are parts of Landon that still come through.
So, okay, the breakup.
That was that whole lie.
The breakup was influenced by Malivore, I think.
Or could it be the other way around, where until Cleo like did the muse thing to Landon, that's when Malivore actually like really took over? Because when you think about it, doesn't the past couple episodes, it felt like it was more Landon than it was Malivore.
Yeah,
exactly.
it could be that Malivore was just kind of like laying in wait until he got the answers he needed.
Yeah, I think that what Hope said was real. Like he was using the facade of Landon being traumatized about the world, and so that he could act not so like Landon, and she didn't see
because
that.
he wouldn't have Landon's memories.
Yeah.
He would still have to rely on Landon in order to be like in order to infiltrate like the school and stuff like that. So like that's what I mean is I don't think he was fully Landon. I think that he was still Landon in a way. I think that he was just almost like Malivore was a hitchhiker, like until he needed to take over. It's kind of like if you think about like some of those horror movies where like, okay, let's go into the Buffy episode Bad Eggs. Not remember where?
Not this episode. Oh my god.
Remember where they had the parasite that took over the body, but it was still them. It was just the parasite controlling them, and it took over when it needed to take over, but it didn't take over. See, so that's what I think it's like. It's like Malivore was kind of like that parasite.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they took another episode from Buffy though.
That was in a sense controlling Landon, but not controlling Landon. He only needed to control Landon as soon as he got the answers that he was needed. But he influenced Landon in a way. So the darkness that Landon felt, the fighting and the violence and stuff like that, that was influenced by Malivore, but because he was almost like he's connected, he was linked to Landon. So it's not like it wasn't fully Malivore, or it was fully Malivore. It wasn't. It was like the both of them. And I kind of did that in my story too, where it wasn't fully Malivore. It was actually Landon with Malivore, if that makes sense. So that's what I kind of like think of what it's like. It's like a parasite. He was almost like a parasite, like a hitchhiker to Landon's body, and only needed to take over when he needed to.
That makes sense. I mean, Malivore played. Malivore. No. I just sidetrack. Like we really got to see like Landon as a villain, ARIA as a villain. Oh, cause we got to see him as Clark a little bit, and that was kind of chef kiss. But now seeing ARIA act like a villain.
Oh, he must have had a lot of fun with that.
He definitely
like
did.
ARIA seriously is so
like he already act like Dark Land like villain Landon with Golem Landon, and now we're getting Model Landon right after. It's like we're getting Landon villain at the villain. Like, can we just breathe? God, like, no, it's the look, and he is so made me.
We got
my Landon. You know how I feel.
In my story, I actually have Landon locked up in a cage too, or Landon locked up in a cage too.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh my god.
Seriously, go read it. I linked it on my Twitter. It's called This Is Dream, right?
It stole from you, Robyn. It's just, you can sue. It's okay to sue.
Well, I just want a Daria interview. I just want to go to set.
Yeah.
That's
yes, can we get an ARIA Danielle interview? Like, how did the main, one of the main characters?
You know what? Listen. Brett, Bestie, Handon Endgame. That's what I'll settle for.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to Handon Endgame. You know, okay, listen. This is the most a lot of characters ever since Handon Endgame in an episode. Now I know I'll be feasting when I do season 2 and season 3 mentions of Handon as well as my Handon scene pack. We're gonna be feasting. Clark literally said, "I know y'all got this. I'm gonna be here to support y'all." And he literally said, "Y'all gave up too easy on love." Like he just pray for their downfall. He never prayed for their downfall actually, but like he was praying for their downfall a little bit in season 1, and now he a full-handed supporter. Like, I mean, we have no choice but to support. I don't stand him, but support is a supporting Handon, I guess. But like at the end of the day, I need Handon back. This is depressing and sad. Because now not only do I not have Handon to October, I don't know when I want to get Shadow and Bones back. And The Witcher is not giving you no dates. And Lucifer just ended. Oh my god. I'm in shambles right now. So, I mean, and then the Ethan and Lizzie situation, the fact that it was pretty much her trying to slide the oop, and he just started. He caught feelings really fast.
Hey, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I totally called this too.
She did.
Yep.
Yeah.
She called us. It's the scene between Sheriff Mack and Alaric in the and she was like, because Alaric said or something about Lizzie being with a guy like Ethan. So
yeah.
And then we got it. So I couldn't get my
regular contract. I was like, yeah, Ethan's probably Lizzie.
So I can't
about it. It makes sort of
so
sense.
we're really gonna get a Lizzie, Ethan, and MG love triangle?
Well, yeah, probably just not in the way we want it.
I want my Ethan Endgame. Like, okay, you know what?
But
can they just all be together?
Right,
let
can
me
just
talk
hang
about
it up?
I want Mitten, but like Lizzie, Jenny, and Leo have a nice chemistry too.
Can they just be a throuple?
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
They all have chemistry.
You said
Oh, my ass is tweeting that.
I'm actually shocked, in tears almost.
But you know, it was so funny because she was just like trying to like constantly buff up like Hope and just be like, oh, Hope's great and Hope's this and Hope's that, and meanwhile Ethan's all like,
he like right, he you got that throw though. I'm like, I said she just said all this and you worry about the throw of the football from like months ago. Oh, so while his sister was checking out Josie, he was checking out Lizzie.
Yeah, so he wasn't Hope that he was interested in. It was Lizzie he was interested in.
So he was asking Hope for the oop. Think he was talking to oop. No, I think he was just trying to go after whoever. But maybe he was actually trying to get. No, he was trying to ask. He asked Hope out too. So he was just whatever.
And the fact that that was the unexpected twist was that Ethan asks Lizzie out instead, and Lizzie was just like, and I think I said yes. And
unexpected. Like, so everybody
go back to that, like the whole Ethan and Hope thing in season 2. And when Hope was underneath the table with Lizzie,
she called, and she was like, "You should go for
it." You're going to go out with the Muggle, or you're with the Muggle.
And now she's about to finesse this Muggle.
And then later on, Lizzie is saying yes to that Muggle.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, we'll see. I'm hoping that MG comes back and is like, no, because that speech that Caleb was giving and MG was making that face about when he was talking about his feelings for Cleo. I think MG was thinking about somebody. I wanted to say that was Ethan, but maybe he was thinking about Lizzie that way. Yeah. No, imagine him thinking about Lizzie that way, and it comes back and she's with Ethan, who he can't be friends with.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, you know, Ethan and Lizzie had never had any scenes together.
Never, yeah.
They actually played really well off of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I was rather shocked. But I did start to want them to get off my hurry up when it got to last 5-minute mark. And they was on the playground. I was like, listen, I mean not the playground, it was on the field. I was like, we got 5 more minutes left. I need to see what's gonna happen at the end now.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Landon promise of never let her go. It stands till now. And the other promise that he's gonna be the guy who always fights. Just find her again. Just wanted to say that.
I have always said that's my favorite Handon line of the entire show.
Clark being like,
coming back.
Landon I knew never would have left Hope.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, like Landon, like, cause it didn't make sense because like I tried to think it was Landon. But like the way that Landon literally knew, he been knew it was like they was meant to destroy each other. Like he was fighting for them and making whole believe they were away from each other. So you may tell me trauma in the prison world would magically switch it off? That doesn't make sense.
Hope's perfect version of him, he literally said screw fate because she knew that's what he would say. And then Landon comes back and he's just like, oh, we're destined to destroy each other. But Landon,
I was like,
yeah. And what if we find out while he's in Malivore when he meets Cleo, he was literally trying to fight to find a way out.
Oh my God! Can you not talk? We have to wait.
Fight to find her again.
You have to wait. CW, please say signal. Please say signal.
Which I think is where that prove it line. I always said that prove it line is going to come in somewhere because it just seems so out of place in 304. It has to come in at some point. But even Landon,
no, it has to because that was what Milo Landon.
In 312, he said in the flesh, but then Landon said that in the prison world, and him and Malivore were linked. So I'm wondering if all of the memories he has while he was linked with Landon are memories that he has that he's able to use.
Yeah, which means that mistletoe kiss, he didn't know about that.
No, so when he had those flashes, he was seeing those flashes for the first time too, and that was how he figured out that their love is what would destroy him. Like this.
Yeah, but then he said he knew what to do. So what was he going to do? Like, you already landed. So what was he going to do? Where was he going to go? Like, what was he going to do to stop that love from happening?
I think he's got to destroy Landon and Hope. I think that's what it is. Is he had to because Landon would have ran after Hope.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Especially after the confusion of her thinking that he was with Cleo.
Right.
He would have said no. And Landon staying there.
So Malivore's intentions, I think, is that he wants to destroy the love between them. But then also he knows that the two of them would make the superior being because that's what he's always wanted. So maybe he makes a trade somehow. I don't know.
A trade?
Like,
intrigue me some more. Maybe trade Landon?
So we know he has the ability to make people, right?
Yeah.
And he had the ability to turn Ted back into a human. He had the ability to make Clark and Landon by using Selah and Phoenix DNA. So he has that ability. So what if he wants Landon's DNA and Hope's DNA in order to make his own species?
Oh, he would.
But not like it would be a way. It would be him controlling it. It would be like him making another vessel that combined the two creatures of like Hope and Landon.
And so he would like infiltrate that vessel.
Yeah.
And then that way he just like is not toxic anymore, or Hope is not toxic to him anymore.
Exactly. Nothing would be able to destroy him.
Wait.
It sounds like some Harry Potter Lord Voldemort shit.
And didn't we say that Malivore was going to be like a Voldemort though?
Yep. Yes.
Sorry, what was that is?
So, mixing Landon and Hope's DNA, it balances it out in a way.
Yeah.
So having a creature basically made out of both of their DNA, or having a different faction in a way, creating because a Triben and a Phoenix.
Yeah. Because they're each one of a kind. And Malivore would basically be unstoppable. He wouldn't be able to die. He would have powers that he wanted.
Yeah.
He'd be able to create the creature that he's been wanting to create this entire time.
So basically he wants a Handon baby.
I mean, Theoretically, yes, but not in the natural.
The current stage we're in.
It would just be like he would create
genetically modified.
Yes, exactly. In a way, the same way that Landon was created, this child would be created, because Landon still has weaknesses, right? Because he's still part human.
Yeah.
Whereas this child, this vessel, would not be human at all.
Gosh, I know, because like I really have to wait till October to figure everything out.
Do you know how my mind is going to be spiraling for these next 112 days?
You got that. I'm trying my best right now to like.
I'm gonna grab my popcorn and watch it all happen.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm not gonna get any sleep in August, guys. So.
No, honestly, like I just like we have to wait
112 days,
and just for us to get Handon back, then lose him. Wow.
So, Robyn, what episode are we going to be in Covington for?
Three. I think 3, yeah. So, because we're going to go at the end of October, and October 14th is the first. Yeah, so the third one. So we'll be in Covington for the 3rd episode. So we're actually we're gonna watch the 3rd episode in Covington and then film the podcast with you guys while we're in Covington.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. And we'll spend the day like touring around the different spots and stuff, and then we'll come and we'll watch the episode from our Airbnb. But okay. Can we talk about, I know we keep talking about Handon, but let's talk about the Finzi scene.
I deceased. I died. I freaking, I'm so in love with them. It's not even funny.
We got a Finzi fireplace.
A fireplace. Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
It's a fireplace scene.
It was a fireplace scene.
You can talk about how Finch always grabs, or they always grab each other's hands.
We deserve a kiss.
I wanted a kiss, yeah.
Me too. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't put one in.
The fact that even Finch was like, she's saying she wasn't mad at Josie, she just doesn't like secrets, which I knew she was gonna bring up the whole secrets thing, but I'm glad Josie finally said something. It was just so
cute because she was just like, I'm not mad at you, and she's just like, and they actually communicated and talked through their issue. I mean,
has Carla posted it yet?
I'm sorry. Most developed Josie interest, love interest, just saying.
It is. It honestly is. Because they didn't get together right away. They worked through their supernatural stuff before they got together. And now they're communicating. And like even Finch was just like, if it wasn't for your sister's meddling, she was even standing up for Lizzie.
Mm-hmm.
We love a sister-in-law.
Oh, that was so cute. Yeah, I really like that scene. That was just so adorable, and I really, really like Finzi. Like they're so cute. I love Finch.
Yeah, I'm excited for them. I'm excited for them in season 4.
I'm so excited for them. I'm excited.
The way that she came out and hugged Josie when she was back, like.
I didn't even think we were gonna see her this episode, and
I saw her name in the credits, and I was like, "Oh, Courtney's here!"
Yeah, like I was like, "Yep, it's her time to shine." But I mean, between season 4, we're going to get some good Finzi and Handon development, which means that all this Handon problem should be at ease in season 4. And since Josie and Finch are talking like this and having a good communication system, should be going amazing from here. Hopefully Finch tells Josie more about her background as well, because we only saw it from Lizzie's point of view. I wonder if she's going to tell Josie later down the line, and stuff like that. But we'll see. I mean, obviously by the finale picture, we saw Cleo's back, so she's clearly in there. She's probably gonna come back by the finale. That's one I was not gonna think about. It's like these pictures on the timeline is not helping me, y'all. I can't do this. I think this is worse than the season 2 hiatus, and that was longer. Because at least with that, like Landon and Hope was asleep. But this is Hope with a Landon that's not our Landon. Like,
Yeah. I just. I
Like,
know.
this whole season hasn't even really been. Oh, we had the first 4 episodes, but I still count that as season 2. So basically, this whole season 3 until like the last 4 episodes was just every other Landon, but ours. Like the Golden Landon, we can still count as Landon, but like,
They've just been preparing us this entire season
they
not to
was
happen.
milking us. They were literally milking us. This is like. I mean, let me not say any spoilers. This is like it's fine. I mean, yeah, it's just like up their alley with season 2 episode 4.
So funny because
13.
like we come on here fresh off the episode and we're just spiraling.
Yeah, like, and we were so confident in the spaces, y'all. We were so confident. Yeah, Landon's gonna be whole. I said Landon and Hope gonna speak, and like it's gonna be fine. And yeah, it's not even our man's B.
Glad though that they didn't have a conversation like that because it wasn't Landon. So I'm really happy that that kind of conversation didn't happen. But then again, I was so freaking shocked by the whole.
Because like once Landon was talking about Clark being in darkness, I said, "How do you know?" And Clark knew. Clark, you smart. Clark, you smart because we grabbed that knife.
And then when MG and Caleb were in the car, and they're like, "Who?"
And we said, "I was like,
yep."
And then you saw her hand.
She's in Malivore.
They said, "Who we looking for?" I said, "You did ass." The good thing is that they told Alaric who she was, because if we had to go through like to see the finale without them realizing who Cleo was, I thought Cleo was gonna be dead. I was so mad. I was like, Cleo dead? But not just she's in Malivore. Oh my god! Like
you saw the arm in the mouth.
You saw her last bit of fingers going down that throat, and he literally had his episode 4 Malivore net. I'm just so disgusted. Like I
really enjoyed this episode.
I think we're gonna see ARIA as a villain. Like I wanted Landon for a while. Yeah, I wanted Landon for a while, and I was mad. I was bitching about it for like months because I was like, it's the only Landon we're gonna get. And then I was like, well, maybe we're gonna get it later on. And the fact that we're getting Landon for this time is wow.
ARIA Shagasemi,
marry me, please. No, sir, you did great. All blessed. Praise to you. You are an amazing actor. The way that you play Landon in so many different ways.
So many different Landons. Like
now we gotta really count. There's the real Landon. There's the Simi Landon. Then it was the Josie Simi Landon. Then it was the Golden Landon. Then it was the Clark Landon. Then it was the This is the Mala Landon. Whew. There's 6 plus.
The talent.
Chef Kiss.
ARIA, seriously. Damn. Him and Danielle are just. Honestly. Like.
Chef Kiss.
This season they got challenged to do so many different things in the world.
Okay. But that scene when they break up and she said, I had to become a 4th trip to the view of Malivore. Maybe that's why his eyes open the water. Because he's like, she about to kill me. And then she about to kill me. You know what? And since, matter of fact, don't even speak. So I have the video and I'm about to play the actual audio so people can know the context of this meme. Because
it's about to die.
This is the actual audio, y'all.
You want me to cut this out?
Oh no, this is just a meme wise, but yes, like I thought it was special. Like, oh, Landon knew what he had to do to save Hope. No, it was actually Malivore realizing that he was about to die if she activated her vampire side, and he's like, oh, we gotta go, we gotta bounce, y'all. Like another special scene.
Well, it still doesn't get rid of the fact that Danielle and ARIA slayed that scene. So
yeah, they did. They slayed that scene.
Oh, good.
They slayed that scene. And even though Malivore and Landon was breaking up with Hope, like it still gave off solidarity between Handon and Hope. Like
way that Danielle was basically like, "This is Hope and Landon's season," and she was just.
She played the shit out of us. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it technically is Handon season.
No, it is Handon's
It is
season,
Handon
but she
season.
knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing.
Danielle. Oh.
Okay, also, shout out to Hannah
Hey,
for having her small little role.
We saw
Yeah.
you.
We saw her back.
I mean, this whole episode.
Shout out to Hannah.
When I saw, I was like, oh, I saw the hospital. I was like, oh, where's Hannah? I was like, where is she?
I was looking at the door too. I was just like, okay, where's Hannah? Come on.
Man, I would like, because the fact that we got a whole Hope and Clark scene again, like in the hospital. You think he's gonna still be alive? Think he's gonna live long? Think he's gonna die again? I don't know.
I think that actually that hospital scene was so cute. Like,
Yeah, it was needed.
Kind of didn't hate Clark in that scene.
Yeah. I mean, like the
I'd
fact that
have
he was
him.
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'd
like
rather have him in season 4 than you bringing the fucking necromancer back.
He needs to go. Like, he hasn't given us nothing. Like, seriously. I don't want him here anymore. Like, it's over.
No
Let
offense
it
to the
be.
guy who plays him. Ben, you're great. But
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the necromancer gotta go because he's not giving what he's supposed to give. Like, every plan he has fun with the bag. But with Clark plan, I guess, even though it didn't really work, it worked in some degree. But like, I'm just done. Like,
also shout out to our boy Landon trending again.
Yo, yeah, trending again. I was like, sir, we love to see it. But I think the power of this episode was jealous Hope. She said, "How would Landon's eyes?" Like, you, girl, stop. Go ahead, let it be known. Go ahead. Jealousy looking cute.
Okay, how are people saying that Handons are upset? Okay, you know what, guys? We're all Handons here. Those of you who are listening, we are not upset by this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we're not upset with this episode. Like,
I mean, this just means good things for our ship. I mean, our reunion's gonna be fucking smoke. Like,
okay, I'm a little confused on how this wasn't a good scene. This good episode.
yeah, I mean, literally everybody was saying Handon right. I'm like,
yeah. How
like,
everybody
was like, Landon would never run. Like, everybody knew. Like, even Lizzie knew that the rebound wasn't going to really last long because Hope was going to still break her back for Landon and get back and find a way to be with him. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty content. I'm just mad that the episode got cut. Like, that's not me being mad at Legacy. It's me being mad at the CW company. So I don't know what that is.
Yeah, this was not a loss for us. I mean,
I'm gonna collect my crumbles tonight when I rewatch the episode.
Us Handons have been wanting Landon for a while.
We wanted Landon for a while.
We've wanted a darker twist.
Yeah, I didn't think that we was gonna get 2 twists though. Golden Landon, then Landon back to back. Jesus Christ. We kept taking
This was not a loss for us, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking. You expecting us to be pissed off and angry? We're not.
I mean, so technically, the breakup wasn't even. Technically, it was never real. So we had a reason not to be mad anyway. That's crazy. The breakup wasn't even real. Like, wow. Something for us, I guess. But we'll see in October.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just.
You want to do the MVPs and stuff since we're drained. Like, I have to edit Buffy after this and record a Buffy episode, and I'm honestly think I'm probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow, like, for me to process this stuff.
I know, that's what I mean. Is we come on here and we're all fresh, and like we're all fresh off the episode, and then you literally, like, with me, I'll think about it for like days, and then I'll just go on this complete, like, Vit knows, I'll go on this like complete like spiral over it in like 4 days. Just, this is what's gonna happen. Because I should have said that, and I should have said that, and why didn't I see this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like the downfall is like when we try to like have the podcast out, we try to do it so fast and we don't even sometimes process, especially when the episode is really giving us a lot. Like there's so much to process, and most of the time we don't even really process it. It's like the next day or like days afterwards, because you have to rewatch several times to pick up things. But I mean, for us, at least you're getting our real initial reaction. So when we do freak out on the timeline later on about things we noticed, you'll see how it was compared to when we first saw it. Like we literally saw this episode an hour ago. Like we're still processing because I wanted Model Landon since season. Like I wanted it since season 2, and like when I got it in the beginning of season 3, I was like, oh, like this is it. And then I didn't think he was going to bring it back. I knew it had to come back at some point because he took Malivore in. That's, oh my god, he really gonna get Model Landon, y'all. Like, and that may last for 2 to 3 episodes, which is a good length. Which is technically a good length. I mean, I guess maybe it'll last an episode or 2. I don't know, but whenever we get the Landon back, it'll be damn. Every time we try to get the reunion kiss, I keep mentioning it gets pushed back and pushed back.
Yeah.
The reunion kiss of this season, psych. We're gonna push it to the next season. I'm sad at this point. Are we gonna get the reunion kiss or not?
I think we're gonna get a reunion kiss. It's just It's been obviously pushed because the CW took away our 4 episodes, and like what? I'm just so mad that they took away these episodes because we would literally be getting these.
Hold on.
112 days.
Yeah, now we're gonna be waiting more. At least when the real finale is supposed to kill us, we can at least continue on with the show. It's the only good thing about it is that when Hope, technically, whatever happens with Hope or Landon, will continue on. So that's the only good thing. So,
Handons, if you guys like the episode, make sure to let the writers know and Brett and that, so that they know that. I mean, let's just show them some love because, like we said, we're not upset. This was a great episode.
This season was good.
Shout out some love, and let's make sure that we keep the love going throughout these 112 days. Okay, let's remain positive. Let's not stoop to other levels. Let's be happy. Let's
make edits, do fan
fictions, pictures,
tweet, post on Instagram, whatever you want to do.
Let's just keep Handon Nation alive and positive, and like we did throughout the whatever 9 months that we.
Oh jeez, I don't know how to say that.
Let's keep showing the writers and the show and the cast and the crew some love, because like they gave us an amazing season in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, yeah.
So like, I mean,
in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, the things that they had to do, the COVID tests and the masks and the like everything that they had to do, and the limited amount of people that you could have on set, and the way they had to change everything just so they could deliver a season that was amazing. And you couldn't even tell that it was, I mean, other than the lack of students in the school, but they made that work. You couldn't even tell that it was, during a pandemic. Like, honestly, like, guys, they deserve, like, praise them. Seriously. They're going to have a small break. They're going to go back, I think, filming in July, at the end of July, maybe. I think that's what I heard.
Oh.
And, they deserve this break, and they deserve the love. Like, every one of them, the costume, stunts.
The hair, definitely. The hair and makeup.
Like, all of them, let's just show them love, and let's show them that we appreciate all the hard work that they put into this.
Yeah.
So I want to see that. I want to see positive Handons. I want to see positive.
Yeah. No toxic Handons. Like, and yes, y'all know who y'all are, who constantly just say shit because. But what if this happened? Like, if you're a negative Nancy, keep that to yourself and don't keep that on our timeline. Thank you. I know who y'all are. That's all I got to say.
I have an idea. So, since this is the finale, why don't we, instead of like our favorite scene of the episode, which we can still do, why don't we do our favorite scene of the whole season?
Why don't we do both? I think that would be good. Yeah. So that's a good idea. Let's start with MVP of the episode and favorite scene of the episode, and then all of us can say that, and then we can go to MVP of the season and favorite scene of the season.
Okay.
So we'll do it in the order of the way that we introduce ourselves. So Iz, Naj, me, Vit, Alex.
Okay. My MVP is Landon, or Malivore Landon, whatever. I just loved him, especially, and I'm gonna go straight into my favorite scene. My favorite scene was the ending scene in the cage. That was freaking amazing. I think it's mostly because of ARIA. I'm just excited to see him play this type of character. So yeah, those are my two things.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my MVP was Hope. Once again, she's going to still do whatever she can for the loved one. And once Clark told her that there's some possible hope, she literally dropped everything once again for her man. And once again, it's proven that her love for Landon is very strong, and she's not going to give up on him. But my favorite scene of the whole episode, though, was Landon kicking ass. I know that's Malivore Landon, but when he stood across that floor and started to do work in the museum in the beginning of the episode, I had no choice but to stand temporarily. So that was my favorite scene.
Okay, my MVP is gonna be Hope because, I guess that's not surprising, but I really liked how she just kind of like, I love how she stole the car and took off with Clark, and it was like basically like she was just doing what she needed to do in order to, rather than succumbing to her fate, she was trying to find a way to fight it, even by like taking Clark because she thought maybe he would have the answers. And I think my favorite scene was the Hope and Cleo scene at the motel, where she said that she still loved Landon, but she wanted him to be happy.
Okay, so MVP from this episode, probably Hope. Hope or Madeline, I'm just between the two because both were amazing. And favorite scene, definitely the ending scene when all them just walk into the gym to find Malivore locked up. That scene was fun.
That was.
And the song, oh my god.
Okay, so MVP, I'm gonna go with Hope and Mally Landon, just because Hope with fighting everything, like trying to just get to Landon, and then the switch between actually Landon, or maybe not actually Landon, but just the switch between Landon and Cleo in the beginning scene, and then him turning into like Malivore, like really Malivore. And then favorite scene is gonna be the Fincy scene at the end in front of the fireplace. Like I love them. Okay.
Okay, so we're doing favorite episode and then favorite scene?
No, let's just do MVP of the season and favorite scene of the season.
Ooh.
Which I know is going to be difficult, but
favorite scene of the season? Oh God. Okay, my MVP of the entire season, I'm gonna have to go with Hope. The whole season, like she just, and shouts out to Danielle because she's just an incredible actor and she just slays everything she does. My favorite scene, oh God, I'm gonna have to go. I'm battling between episode 12, the end with the reveal of who was underneath the skull mask or whatever, or the scene in episode 5 between her and Alaric at the dock, because that scene was just incredible, and it's like the one scene this entire season that made me bawl my freaking eyes out. Yeah, I'll go with 305, the scene between Hope and Alaric on the dock where she comes to terms with Landon being dead. But mainly because Danielle just did incredible in that episode. So, yeah, those are mine.
The MVP of this whole season was obviously Hope. Like this season, we saw like her in different layers and how she like once again her dealing with things on her own. We get to see her develop as a person opposed to like being with Landon, and also how she deals with losing someone who opened her up compared to like season 1 and season 2. Landon was the only one that opened her up, and seeing how she reacts without him, which is her anchor, and seeing her like become more friends with other people this season is refreshing. And Danielle's acting once again is always a chef kiss. And now I can't wait to see how she acts in season 4. But my favorite scene this whole season, it's between either the first time, when Handon's first time, and also the singing scene in the musical. But I feel like I might just go with the musical episode when she sung, and then they kiss at the end.
Okay, not surprising again. My MVP of the entire season is going to be Hope. And I would say Landon, except for the fact that we didn't actually have. You know what? Actor-wise, it would be ARIA, because he fucking killed this season with like the 4 different Landons he had to play. Okay, but also Hope and Danielle, because like their range. Like Danielle went from like happy in love Hope, sad Hope, grieving Hope, angry Hope, hopeful Hope. Like she was just like this. Danielle and ARIA, seriously, you guys are fucking talented. Okay? But okay, so Hope is my MVP of the season just because I loved the growth in her and just like everything, just her entire range. Just the grieving Hope in like 305 and onwards was just like made my heart break. My favorite scene, this is difficult because I'm like a sucker for fucking angst, and I mean one of my favorite scenes in season 2 is the 202 bench scene, which is like fucking heartbreaking. So I'm gonna say it's a duel between, I know this wasn't Landon, but the breakup scene was fucking incredible. It was incredible. I'm sorry, but it was just so, I love that. It's sad. I can't watch the scene again because it makes me fucking bawl my eyes out, but knowing it's not Landon now, maybe that will make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna have to go with the nose kiss. I'm sorry. The nose kiss wins the whole fucking season. The whole season.
That nose kiss got you.
That nose kiss is like my fucking religion.
Yo, it's ironic that most of our favorites is Candace's.
Okay, so MVP for this season is gonna be Landon and Hope. I think because more like Danielle and ARIA, because then as actors, the challenge they had to do this season was just amazing. And Hope had so much growth. If you see in the point of view of her emotions, how she learned how to control herself, how to open up herself, like how to open up to her friends and let them help her. So I think Hope had an amazing growth this season. And favorite scene is probably their dancing on the crypt and their first time after, because it was our last moment with them and they were so happy.
Okay, MVP actor-wise, ARIA, just the range, and well, I guess Danielle too. Okay, so Hope and Landon, and Danielle and ARIA.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because of everything, all of what you guys said, the same thing. Favorite scene? It was the breakup scene, but then the scene between Big Hope and Little Hope really got me, and that's my favorite scene. Like just everything about that scene just hurt, and I loved it.
That was such a good scene. Okay, but I forgot a scene too, because I'm just seeing an edit on the but Alex, those were good. Like Little Hope and Big Hope, the fact that we got that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene too. That was just having Summer and Danielle together.
It was amazing.
That was definitely yeah. But I really do like the scene where Cleo, in this episode, where he sees the thing of the Hope and his love, like Hope and Landon's love.
Yeah.
Mm.
That I mean, yeah.
Powerful.
If you're going to kill her, you need to kill me too. Like, it's such a Handon thing. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't.
You don't apologize for being a Handon. Stop that.
You know, honestly, like I'm trying to keep my peace at mind. I'm gonna lose myself.
112 days.
We all agree that season 3 was the best out of the 3.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, of course. Like season 2 was trash. We've been doing that. It was like a couple seasons out of the season we could save, but the season was trash. And season 1 was so pure, but we're seeing Handon really be grown-ups, and well, technically Hope, because Landon was there for 4 minutes, but
this is the 180.
Yeah.
The 180.
Yep.
And
the 180 was technically 360.
And people assumed the 180 was going to be the Handon breakup, and it wasn't actually a real breakup.
And it's actually Landon.
Handon breakup was trending, but it wasn't a real Handon breakup. Just FYI.
Please. Yo, so we got fooled twice. Landon and Landon. But Landon, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. He's I always want to eat. He's going to eat them. He's going to eat this up.
Yeah. Our reunion is just going to be like...
And then we're going to have Hope become a tribers. So.
Our reunion is going to kill us. It's going to kill us. The reunion is going to kill us.
Now I feel like I just can't trust the show. Like they're going to give us another reunion, and it's not even going to be it.
We're going to get a reunion. There's somebody's going to die at the fullest finale. So technically, there's going to be another L.
If Hope... the one thing I will not be able to make through is if Hope dies. I will not make it through that scene. I do not want to see her die. I already had to see Landon die like 75 times. Can I just please?
They killed him. They killed
season without having to see Hope die.
Especially after her breakdown, where she in 314, where she said that she doesn't want to become a tribrid. Like she doesn't want to have to like she finally like realized that that's not what she wants. And it was just like, oh my God, Hope. I want to see Tribrid Hope, but then I don't, because like we know how painful it's going to be for her, because it's not really her choice. Like she's being forced to become Tribrid Hope because that's her destiny.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like I don't want her to be Tribrid Hope, but she deserves what I gave us, man.
Okay, Clark saying that Hope and Landon are destined to be together. Hello, foreshadow.
Clark was in his bag.
Clark was in his Handon stand era this episode.
He's a Handon stand fully. Like he really said, y'all young and give up too easily.
Nick, if you want to come back anytime, welcome back.
I think he kind of how's the word? He admires the relationship and how they are always together to try to defeat Malivore.
Yeah.
And how to lay on each other.
It's crazy. He wanted to be
a relationship like that.
Also, in the good words of Josie, Landon makes Hope happy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Josie was on her Handon era too sometimes.
Everybody was in their Handon bag. Like
Lizzie wasn't.
She was dedicated. That episode, she said, I'm getting Hope out of here.
That thing, what she was trying to do parallels her trying to help Josie get over Penelope in 101. She was like, what you need is just a good crush to even you out. So I think that was what they were kind of paralleling in this. And then of course leading into Ethan asking Lizzie out, because like why couldn't we see him ask her out? Like why did we have to get like her not seeing it? Like we know what's gonna happen. Why wouldn't it not just show us that? Like, maybe
they was like, Hope, nice. Okay, next.
Please. No, because like they had everything at the end of them, I didn't care about anymore. Like I was just not caring. Like
yeah.
Alert talking about do you want to remember it may hurt? I'm just like, listen, y'all.
The scene at the end where the whole squad comes walking up to let Landon in the cage, and she was like, we want our friends back. She said friends, plural, not just friend, meaning Cleo as well as Landon. And her saying friend does not negate the fact that she's in love with Landon and that they're together. So just wanted to throw that out there.
No, she literally said she still loves him. I don't think you even needed to say that.
Yeah, I was surprised she said friends because with Cleo, she walked away when Cleo was like saying she hoped that they can become friends later on. I thought that hope was just like, nah, I'm not trying, but it means
she may hope that maybe Omona will stay for season 4.
I hope her and Courtney.
I hope so. Yeah.
We need Flash Blood because new characters circulating because these new dynamics for this season are so awesome.
What were you gonna say? Is
Leah literally just tweeted.
She
tweeted. Then he'll be in the one person on the planet that I
can't fight. Like, are you kidding? Right now?
Parallel.
And then posted this picture.
Yep.
They about to kill me.
Parallel. We already knew that was foreshadowing.
It did, and I just ignored
Why
it.
is Danielle gonna kill us with the acting when they interact? Like, Hope will probably wanna interview him about Landon and all these things. Is gonna be heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, but now she knows that it's not Landon, so she's gonna have like that edge to her. But she's gonna want to know where her Landon is.
Yeah, because when it hits her that her Landon is gone since the first time, that's gonna hurt.
Oh,
this is why you have your bracelets.
Imagine like in my story where Landon, like the real Landon, breaks through the Malivore like hold or whatever, and he starts talking, and like Hope just like breaks down because she realizes that Landon is actually.
We better get this scene. Honestly, Brett better serve this scene of that because it's just a classic. He had to break through once to talk to her.
Well, it's funny because in that story, there's a harpy, and remember Cleo's original audition video, she was a harpy, not a muse, and her description is literally my description in the story of the harpy, with like her full lips and her nose and her eyes and everything. Like I literally described Amino without realizing it. I mean,
insane.
And I had the whole super squad working together to figure out how to destroy Malivore to get Landon back. And it had to do with hopes, and it had to do with blood, like the blood on the dagger that the Oni had, or like that they used for the Oni. I don't know. I want to know these 4 episodes so I can.
Why can't we just not get the 4 episodes? Like, why?
It's okay, guys. I'm not going to stop writing during these 112 days. I'm going to write more stories so that it gives them time to, read them. My Dark Handon story. You guys want to read that? To you writers, read my Dark Handon story. It's called The Death of Me.
Well, this episode was the death of me, truly. So, parallel to that.
At any rate, that was our 316 podcast episode for the finale.
Yeah.
So we're not having any more review episodes, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
We're not going to wait completely. We're going to do an episode every other week.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do one. Yes, we're not going to do one next week.
Yeah, so we don't draw ourselves like last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do one next week. We'll do one the week after. And episode ideas, if you guys have any, just let us know. We do have a few kind of up our sleeves that we're thinking about, and I have some feelers out for some more interviews. So, let's see where that goes. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great 112 days.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts on the episode, MVPs. You can do the same thing we did of the episode and then of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
make sure
we're gonna see if we can help you guys to pass the time faster.
Yeah. keep the TL active. Once again, there's Handon Discord, Handon group chats, and there's other Handons on other social medias. If you want to talk and ramble about Handon, once again, you're not alone. Everybody's processing this whole season finale. In the meantime, don't forget to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for my Handon weekly content. Once again, you'll be needing us during a hiatus. I know you do. You're gonna be streaming, so just come back. We're gonna be doing, a lot of episodes related to the season. Maybe all up season 1 to 3, and you'll see. Once again, our social media is in the description. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and all other streaming platforms to stream the podcast. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay positive.
Yeah, please stay away from the negative space. Thank you.